Alright, guys, so we just finished watching episode 2, Luke Cage.
Yeah.
We're on the rise, the tensions are going up. Pops is fucking dead.
We wasted no time. We
No,
are
we really didn't.
off to the races. We're throwing away everything that we've seen. We're going to move on to new things and all that stuff. Villains have died. The people we thought you were going to have to hide for a while, everyone is dead.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever.
The auditor is clearly now a detective,
Yes.
not at a DEA or any other bullshit.
Right.
she's
We've settled that
Detective
clearly.
Misty something or other.
And her partner, we didn't mention last episode, is this famous character actor that we both love.
Yes, I loved him
Where do
in
you know him
Career
from?
Opportunities is my favorite
okay.
with him.
He was on like one episode each of House and Psych and a few other shows, but I kept noticing him because he's a damn good actor. I don't know if he's displaying it here, but he's a damn good actor.
Well, we'll see. We'll see if his character gets any more depth.
On House and Psych, he played characters that had multiple personalities or whatever,
Uh-huh.
so he had to act like different people in like subtle, interesting ways and all that
In
shit.
Career
and I was like,
Opportunities,
really good.
he's a fucking pathological liar, and he's
Oh.
like, yeah, I'm a spy, blah blah. Yeah, I was a dog catcher. Like,
He's like, yeah, when I was captaining a tugboat in southern Sri Lanka, you should see the, and he goes into the whole
Yes.
thing. And you're like, this guy's amazing. All right, fucking A. So we got the Pops. You got the backstory right before the death in the same episode with the
Yes.
snap crackle pop wearing
Yeah.
the hat and shit. And back in the day or whatever, you found
Yeah.
out he was friends with Mr. Stokes,
which is
Cottonmouth.
weird because
Is
of
it?
how he reacted to get when he had when Cottonmouth came in to get a shave.
Okay.
There was no like, we old buddies. It was like nervous as fuck. Like I'm like, oh, he's gonna cut him like by mistake, like because he's shaking. Like
Yeah. It was a weird scene, and when he first walked in, it was really like weirdly laid out, and like they close up on him, and I guess I didn't notice if he had stubble or something, but his hair and his mustache are so short that I was like, I said out loud, I know he's not here for a shave, and then it
And
cuts
then he
to
was
him
shaving, yeah.
in the chair. No, I said, he's not here
haircut.
for a haircut or whatever, and I forgot about the whole shaving barbershop whatever thing. Yeah.
that's a little weird for me because Luke's been there for 5 months consistently.
Yeah.
And you'd think if this man is an old friend who comes in for shaves and this and that now and then, like
Yeah, it
that
didn't
that
seem like
would
it was
have
his
happened.
first time. It was like Pops, like my
Yeah.
my old whatever. Yeah. You would
But that
think
was a
Luke,
little strange.
yeah.
But
And the strangeness of him working at that guy's club and at the barber
Yes.
shop of his childhood friend in crime who he did time for to protect or whatever, this crazy deep like shit that's going on there or whatever. And just like, oh yeah, it's you, as if it's like a normal thing or
yeah,
something.
Shades was in there, saw him, did not recognize him at
Yeah.
all. Multiple
Oh,
times, broke a broom as a cheap broom. Like there was lots of occasions where
Direct eye contact.
yeah,
so
if they
he's-
were actually
yeah.
associated at all in prison, they should totally know.
They briefly cut back to that thing. I couldn't tell who was kicking who or like what's going on, but you see Shades wearing like orange, like he's in prison and all that stuff. So he would have been there with Luke, I guess.
They said they was in
I don't
Seagate,
know.
same prison.
But like, did they know each other?
That's what I'm
or-
saying. Is it probably would have been like an in passing thing, or they were both experimented on, or something.
Or like, yeah, like Shades was a famous whatever, and Luke knew of him, but they didn't actually. Because
Yeah.
that's the only way because they literally talked in this episode.
Yes.
And it's a one-way street with the whole like, I remember you, oh shit, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So the shooting starts. He kills the kid.
Yeah, Chico,
Chico
dead,
the kid.
Pops dead, Luke shirt dead. Cop notices his shirt was shot.
Yeah.
He was not shot. He's bulletproof. Kid playing video games, randomly there, totally alive, not hurt at all.
I liked that because we were like, what happened to the other person? Or whatever. Fuck. The other guy playing chess turned out, he was
Turk.
familiar. He was the guy that Daredevil's like that keeps hassling. He's like, come on, man, I'm just trying to do deals here, or whatever the fuck. So that's cool. And he says in this, I'm going back to Hell's Kitchen. Or
Yeah.
whatever else. I was like, oh right, you're a cameo. I didn't recognize you at first.
He does not get paid. He doesn't get paid.
No.
The guy who said he would pay him is thrown off the building and killed.
And that's cool too, because he like consistently is not getting his like. He's like, yo, what about my?
Yeah.
Well, okay, fuck. Just always gets shat on or shafted or whatever.
All those things like, maybe there's not a dog in the world that keep me out, or whatever he says.
Yeah. Does
Yeah.
that happen in Daredevil? He like breaks out of something, or I don't know. But so you called it immediately with like he has bullet holes in his shirt, and then luckily in a way, later in this episode the detective says he had bullet holes in his shirt because you're like
Yeah.
you should notice that, and she
You're a
did.
detective.
So it's like okay, cool.
Yeah, or even just like he shielded you, like
With what? Okay, don't answer me. I'm a cop. I'll walk away. We'll talk later, I guess.
yeah.
Right? Weird. I was happy that the horse thing we didn't have to watch the whole thing or whatever the
Yeah, they
fuck.
played a game of horse for
Because
some
that was making
information.
me cringe and die.
You
or
never even
whatever.
find out if she won that game.
And all that that shouldn't even happen in the first place. I was like, holy
It
shit.
was
what are we
irrelevant.
doing here?
Yeah.
things like that in things where it's like it's on Law and Order, and then like detective whoever's like move aside, son. He can play video games too, and like beats him, and then
Yeah.
we find. I'm like that always makes me cringe so hard. And I'm like, please stop this.
I'm
Just-
also a power lifter.
Yeah.
What?
or like darts or some crazy shit where you're like, oh, he's actually
Darts, the only one I would allow.
because of bars, shit like
Yeah.
that. I don't like cops doing like, okay, how about this? What if I blah 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 and I get it in the thing? Then you tell me what's in it for me. Well, then I don't do this or some bullshit with
Yeah.
the cop shit. I'm like, just be a cop. What are you doing?
I won't call INS, or I don't think these health code violations will get reported, or I don't think I'll beat you to death if you don't give me the information,
Or
which
the
I could do
fucking cop
anyway.
Just answer the question. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I don't know who gets a kick out of those scenes, but I've always been like, that always like
Now,
kills
the
me.
idea of like, okay, you in front of all your friends in the streets here, because I beat you at horse, you're no longer a snitch. Now I've won the information. That's always been
Yeah.
bullshit to me.
Right.
So, okay, you can ball. Here's the info.
Right, like
What?
like months later, they'll be like, I know I can trust you, except that one time, but she beat you at horse. That fair is fair. Anyway, like
Yeah.
that doesn't set a good precedent. What if some other cop comes over and wants to play? I don't know any other games that aren't basketball.
Hopscotch.
And she plays with basketball, right? Plays jacks. Oh God.
What if there's a bunch of cops and they want to play knockout?
What if it's Red Rover, and they win? Then you're gonna have to tell them all things. What else happened in this episode? Are we forgetting anything?
It ended. He's outside the Renaissance
Crispin
movement
Attucks,
thing.
whatever
Yeah.
thing, yeah. And that we said looks like the building in like the other trailer where he's gonna grab the car door and just plow through this place.
It's not
I hope.
clear if at the end of the episode if that kid is either protection for that area or
Look
if he's
out.
a robber. But
Okay.
either way, Luke takes his gun and shoots himself.
Yeah, and like the
The
stomach
ultimate
bump.
form of defense.
You can't defeat a man who shoots himself.
It's true.
No, I don't. So I was hoping this episode would end in like the climax of him doing all that, but I guess the next one hopefully will
Yeah.
begin with it, or we'll see it at some point. But that looks like the building, and that looks like the hoodie. So I think that's gonna happen. I don't know.
He also only has like plain colored shirts and potentially one hoodie. So
True. Okay, let's think.
I do hope though that song is in like that
Shimmy,
like
Shimmy, Yeah.
is in the
Yeah.
in the song is in the scene and it's on his headphones. Like you see him like do do do. It starts to play and then he goes
Because he
in.
pulled out headphones
Yes,
before
yes.
the thing. I know, yeah. That
I
would be
like it
nice.
when like a song is a narrative to like what's happening and then something
It's
like
in the thing.
yeah, like then he gets like hit and like they get pulled out or something. The song stops. Like I like
Oh
when that
God,
kind of
and
shit
he'll like
happens.
say something and go, I like it raw. Come at the-
Yeah,
Oh man, it'll be cool once we see it. I feel like we're forgetting. There's a bunch of more development and exposition and all that stuff, but I don't
yeah,
know.
but it's early.
People have died or whatever. I still like the villain. I still hate Shades. I have no more opinions about Pops because he's dead. But I was really liking him.
I'll have more opinions on him later.
Right? Episode 7 or something. Hopefully.
Yeah, it comes back.
Yeah.
No, so far it's still on the rise. Eagerly awaiting episode 3. Let's just get to it.
Diving in. Awesome.